Today's referee, the experienced Luke Rogan. Touch judges, Federico Anselmi, Tom Ciampa. Touch judges, television match official, Mike Kelly. Beautiful conditions here in Miami. The sun is shining. Rogan has a fresh haircut from Supercuts, and we are good to go for match number 1. 77 degrees, a little bit of cloud, slight breeze. Both teams field 9 capped internationals in their match 23. Plenty of experience, plenty of young guns as well looking to shine and get future caps for the United States. They split this game last year, 13-10. DC won this fixture in the nation's capital. Miami victorious in front of their home fans by 17 points to 12.
Time on.
Welcome to Major League Rugby Season 8. You're watching Match 1 of 2025. Miami on the right of your screen in pink and blue to collect this. It's Old Glory DC on the left in white that get us underway. Early touch there to the ground goes Tommy Malanos, 27-year-old, known as the Pest by his teammates, as they send in Sean McNulty, one of the fresh US Eagles. Played all over the country in Major League Rugby. The boot downfield from the Sharks. So DC, early chance for them to attack through. David Hoyland, the experienced Scottish international, he eats the deck. Connor Buckley was so good last year. He gets his forwards away with Tavita Nangali on the left-hand side. Jason Robertson, great to see him in a DC jersey yet again. Took a little break by playing in France. He's their points machine. Flat ball, and they're looking for width on the outside. It's a nice bit of space to get them going, and they keep it in the field of play from Old Glory DC. Players come flying up looking to cause nonsense there as they pick it up, and Jamison Farnana Schiltz, his 50th match for Old Glory DC in the white. He gets a beautiful offload away as they hit the deck. The big frame of Jack Scarrow comes, and the first penalty goes to DC.
Dallin, DC showing their intention early, keeping the ball in hand. They could have kicked it down. They usually look for field position, especially through this man here, and he'll get it. But keeping the ball in hand, putting it through the phases, as you said, playing the width, getting all the way out wide. A lot of confidence from DC early. Great to see.
I'm hearing echo. And I'm hearing echo with my talkback as well.
Early touch finder there from Jason Robertson, 30-year-old out of Manganui, New Zealand. He has been such a good player for them in 2020 and 2021. He returned in 2024. Early replacement coming on as well. Colin Gross takes the field there, Marks, and we'll chat about that in just a moment as Fakunda Gattis looks to throw here for DC. Their 6th year in Major League Rugby. Scarrow at first receiver. He goes to the tail to lift. Now Buckley. No contest, so it's play on. Doesn't matter if it wasn't straight. Here comes their new signing, Jason Emery in midfield, looking to bolster the players in the centre. That jumps to Farnana Schiltz, his mom and dad watching proudly from Ipswich, Australia. Now a break on the outside. Here's Hughes, gets the offload superbly. Old Glory DC start the new season on fire. Alex Mueller bulldozes his way in. The man from Mendoza has the opening 5. The men from the nation's capital.
Enterprising play from Old Glory, showing their confidence. We talked about it from the outset. No interest in kicking. They want to keep the ball in hand, and why not? When you play like this, it's good dry conditions, so they're going to continue playing this way, charging forward, keeping the ball alive. That makes it hard for this Miami defense to reset, and then some straight running, quick passing, and early 5 points for the visitors.
3 minutes gone. A try on the board already for the visiting side. A stunning way to start.
Oh, I'm hearing echo.
Jason Robertson
As is,
from the left-hand touchline. 99 conversions to his name in DC history. That one goes wide. Here's a look at that try.
Good front on angle of this straight running, charging forward. That's what you want to see. And that was the killer ball there, keeping the ball alive. And look at the way that Miami are now scrambling in defense, straightening it up beautifully with Steph Hughes. A nice early touch for the Welshman. And then Mueller, we've seen him do that plenty of times, finish movements like that, Dallin.
Yeah, such a power runner. And Lautaro Bavaro comes into the fray here, and another penalty for DC looking to clear their lines. There's some big physical players on both sides. Ben Banassa, the vice captain, getting the thick of things.
And once again, they're really making Miami work hard in defense.
Mark, I just want to check the initial point of contact.
Oh, yeah, that looked quite high.
And at the moment, I am on.
But Bavaro charging forward, wasn't he, Dallin? Just DC have come out firing.
These mics always got to be out, Travis. Rate 3. Take 3.
So just reporting again, Reese.
Rate 2.
So Alec
Carl,
McDonald
I can hear Carl
with that
talking to the ops. I can
high
hear
shot.
me on reverb. It's all over the place.
2 is up right now. Ready 3. Take 3.
No comms.
Luke, we have
Yeah, Mike.
the initial point of contact is at the head. So we have head contact, we have foul play, we have a high degree of danger. We do not have mitigation, it's open space. I see a red card.
Okay, I lost you, Michael, from what I'm hearing.
You hit him. Which Miami player hit
It
him?
is foul play because the player is upright. It is a high degree of danger, but there is mitigation, so I'm at yellow card.
No
Ollie, you agree?
mitigation. No
Sorry,
mitigation.
no mitigation, so you're at red card.
Red card.
Is that correct?
Correct.
Camera 2, just stay with the rep.
Okay, so what we do is we have head contact. It is foul play because the player is upright. It is a high degree of danger, and there is no mitigation. That'll be a red card.
Things going from bad to worse for Miami, conceding an early try, and now this, Dallin. Don't want this early on in the game. Let's see it again.
Ready 3. Ready 1.
That was high all the way. That's what our officials have said. Can't really argue with that. What do you think, Dallin?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the head contact. It's such a
It's got to be a proper
part of
lift.
the game that you
It can't
have
just
to
be a
get
jump
low
lift,
and you
no.
have to
It's
dip.
gotta be a
That's when
proper
there's
lift.
no mitigation. So what that will mean
Line's yours, fellas.
will be a player down for the
Line's
next
yours.
20 minutes.
Line's
Somebody
yours.
else will come and replace
They're on the line.
Alec McDonald, who will take no further part in action today. So unfortunate for him, he leaves the field early. 4 minutes gone, 5-0. Old Glory DC with attacking lineout. Gattis yet again goes to the top. Joins does the hooker. 29-year-old from Uruguay. 42 caps to his name. Such an experienced veteran. Hits the ground.
Lost forward.
The ball's been lost. So Miami will finally get a chance to take back position.
Just about to say that finally. All that tackling from Miami. They get to have a crack now in offense. Not a bad part of the field, although they still are in their own half.
Oh, yeah. He's just here. What number are we coming off? Wing. The wing. Okay, let's go. Let's set up, fellas. Let's set up so we can go.
Alex Tucci comes onto the field to scrub, of course, with that red card to Alec McDonald. So he's one of the players that leaves the field. He's one of the wings for Miami. Tomas Kubeli, the first ever Miami signing last year, 94 caps for the Los Pumas, the Argentine legend to have his first touch in this game. South American players, head coach Jose Palacina. Big scrum comes in from DC. The arm comes up. All power has lifted up this Miami pack.
Wow, massive statement from Old Glory, DC, and the scrum. I bet Miami weren't expecting that. They've been working on their set piece. A very solid forward pack there. So. So DC yet again, Dallin, with prime opportunity from the line out.
Okay.
Honestly, Miami looking a little shell-shocked right now.
They really are. Everything is going the way for DC. More ball in hand. Line out at the 22. Facundo Gattis takes it against Canada in the American Rugby Championship. Goes to the back of the line out.
Thank you. There was a contest.
This time not straight because there was a contest.
Contest to the front. Foley's help. Yep. Yeah. Thank you, mate. I'm staring into the sun, so it's hard to see. Thank you, brother. Go stay down in the contest, yeah? Let's go, fellas.
So Dallin, once again,
Forward as a unit.
scrumming down. Miami, ominous for them. They do have the feed. Let's see if Old Glory attacks them on this occasion and just keeps applying the pressure.
Second scrum of the game. Kubeli to feed yet again after DC demolished him earlier. It's another big shove. Heels to the left-hand side and pops up Miami.
You both come up. I'm not going to reward you both
We have
coming
some
up.
of the law variations directed by World Rugby.
I can't reward you when both coming up, okay?
Seems to be having some troubles. A tight head spot for Miami. Alec McDonald.
He's standing him up. Let's go. Let's go.
Scaro, the experienced scrummager.
Keep your break foot up, please. I need to see it higher up.
DC.
Crouch!
Sharks aside that won 6 games last year here at Inter Miami CF Sports Field. Top try scorer Santiago Videla, 74 points for them. It's a pick at the back, a nice short ball as they come flying into the fray here. As Tomas Kubisha.
In front, don't move.
And now downfield from Martin Elias as Miami. Push back DC. Fullback, Damien Hoyland looking to go left.
Top five.
Mueller, the kick through the try scorer. Back to the Sharks. In the tank, as they call it. Thought about a kick and then went straight upfield. Support is arriving. Kubeli looks for the right-hand side. It's a nice little pickup then. Hands from Santiago Viadella. And now to standing start, Manu Ordao. He's one of their go-to players. It's like a cage lion. Is Ordao, the 26-year-old from Uruguay. 29 caps for his country.
Access!
International player as well. As Kubeli goes to the sky. Big jump and hits the deck. There's fullback Hoyland. Man from Edinburgh in Scotland. Around the fringes, peels Buckley. The 25-year-old. Champion with New York when they were in the league a few years ago. Here's the hooker, Facundo Gattas. Jacob Robb comes in to play scrum off. Sends it east forwards. The captain, Rob Harley, is there as well. Featured on the Curry side and a couple of times in France as well. Now loving his time in North America. DC, a side that opted not to play any pre-season fixtures. Keep their players fresh from the contact, and a mark is called here.
Miami can just take a breath now.
Keep going.
Settle things down. There've been some long passages of play.
Inside. Inside.
Miami looking to put this one downfield. Has kept the ball in the field of play. Robertson looking across field. Thought about maybe a cross-field kick, then takes it upfield himself. Nice carry from the fly-off. Now Old Glory put it down the chain. Hoyland again, their fullback, gaining valuable meters. Now the men from Washington, D.C. Year 6 as Kevin Martinez driven backwards. 6 caps for Canada, the outdoorsman. Robertson flat ball. Here's Emery in midfield yet again. Trying to free up some space for an extra player, of course. Don't forget, big bump from Whanara Schilt, still going. He's such a strong carrier. His highlight is his father watching him play his first international a few years ago. An amazing honour for his family as well. This kick is charged down. Miami still trying to keep the pressure here on DC. Again, it's the fullback, Damien Hoyland. Played over 100 matches for Edinburgh. Looking for his forwards now to set a platform is Buckley.
They've landed straight on top. Play on.
Miami have done a good job to control this period of the game after conceding the early try and giving away an early red card as well. So Buckley puts his left boot up high. As Miami look for the counter. It's a good catch. As they bring it towards the halfway line.
Let him go.
And the arm comes up yet again. It's a quick tap from the captain. Here's Kubeli yet again with a breakout. That was a nice break from the scrum off. And now you find some of these tall timber who arrive in the frame of Federico Gutierrez, the Argentine. One of a handful in this side. Of course, their coach from Argentina as well. Jose Palestina, former Argentina under-20 coach. The arm goes the other way.
Taking the player out.
Take possession back.
The lack of discipline by Miami after some good build-up. Finally, with ball in hand.
Speed to sit, hey, speed to sit. Nail, ears on, it's not a hammer.
Dallin, you obviously spoke to coaches earlier this week to get their thoughts on keys to the game for the home side. Miami up against a strong DC team. They need to balance their attacking flair with well-organised clinical offence against this solid DC defence, and they need to put pressure on the DC halves. They've got to give Connor Buckley and Jason Robertson room to breathe at their peril. And for DC, watertight defence, Miami have the ability to create something from nothing. So first up tackles are crucial for DC today, and DC often rely on the super boot of Jason Robertson for both points and field position, and today will be no exception.
Messi Leonard in the end there. Not a great
No
throw, it gets
advantage.
knocked
We'll go
down.
back to the
So
first
no
knock on.
advantage coming from the first knock, yep. DC 7-7 last year. They drew a couple of games as well. They finished 4th in the Eastern Conference. Here's another look, stitch at the line out.
Little messy. You can expect that at this stage of the season, can't you, Dallin? Just blowing out the cobwebs, ironing out the creases. Quite short pre-season.
So when two grab
Both these
the reason
teams.
it's gone out of his hands and backwards, it's because a white guy has ripped out. It's a rip, but it's gone forward, so it's a knock on. Yep.
And a bit of blood too. Expect to see that. Some crunching tackles out there. Both teams clearly up for it.
We good? All right, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, both sides only really been in camp together
Let's go,
for
fellas.
5
Yep.
weeks or so. So amazing to put this try on the board already from DC.
Just looking at that first try, the only one of the match so far for DC. Quick hands out the back, lovely pass behind the decoy runner, and then just straightening up the offense. Steph Hughes, and an easy walk in for Axel Mueller. Try scoring machine from last season.
Miami Sharks possession for them. They played Miami in the preseason. They won 19-5 at St. Thomas University in Miami. Good start, head coach Cena, but the scrum has really been a trouble for them today. The second time they've been pushed off possession, and a penalty for Old Glory DC. It's worrying times early on.
It certainly is, Dallin. Worrying times. Miami struggling to contain this rampaging DC team.
No, we'll kick to touch. Yeah. 7 is offside.
Once again, obviously, game plan is just to take it to this Miami team from the outset. Ball in hand, direct running, and in set piece as well. This is a real area of concern for Miami today.
7.
She's so early in the match.
Please, scrum time, stay bound, fully bound at scrum. Don't break early. Don't break early.
Might see a couple of front row replacements before too long for Miami. This continues.
Scrum was okay, 7's just off, okay? That was the penalty? Yeah, 7 was offside. Yeah.
Just explanation there from our referee, Nick Rogan.
Thank you, Bolly.
The assistant coach for Stan South helping their forwards. Kurt Baker with the backs. Both players played for DC in years gone by. Here comes Old Glory yet again, knocking on the door. They go to the tail of the line. It's picked up by McNulty and the Sharks as they crash it upfield.
No, you're placing it back into him.
Kubeli
You're placing it back into
turns
him.
it back to his kicker.
Ball on.
Elias drives back DC into their 22. We haven't been there much in today's game so far. Nearly 15 minutes gone. It's still 5-0. Playing with a player short for Miami. DC, the nice little scoop there from Buckley. Come down the short side. Vanana Schultz fights as well as Buckley looks to find the short ball there from Nangali as they drive upfield. That's a lovely carry from Jack Iscaro. 13 caps for the US Eagles. Another one of those young guns that have come through the DC program is Emery Links now. The backs hoiling on that far side. Old Glory showing tremendous intent to take it wide. Got the big carriers as well to get them upfield. And the flip over the top. That's a nice pass, looking to exploit the space. Here we go yet again. Perry Humphreys puts the kick over the top. Humphreys chases. What a take there from the captain, Tomas Kubeli. Saves a certain try, does concede a penalty for holding on, but Humphreys was away.
Oh, they got the penalty, didn't they, OGDC? But could have been a lot worse for Miami. Did extremely well, the scrum half, Kubeli. But what about the play from DC? Really building those phases. They're playing so sharply today. Crisp passing, direct running.
And it's a penalty move, old school style. DC smash it towards the line. Buckley's there, looking for another pod. Vanana Schultz drives over the top of this one. So does Cali Martinez. And there is space because there's an extra overlap out wide. Oh, the bounce ball's a slow one to Mueller. That's got to clean things up. The man with a black headgear. Buckley yet again, the player who's playing for the Black Tora Cup, which is contested between these two sides in the opening game this season. Buckley wants to pick around the fringes and loses it.
He hasn't moved. You guys are on top of him. He hasn't moved.
We'll have a scrum. Not sure if that is a good thing, though.
Yeah, I think Miami are done with scrums for now. Not DC. Some scrambling defense.
Yeah.
Preventing a would-be try from DC.
Let's go, fellas, let's go.
Don't move your feet, come on. Go again, go again.
So close on that far side there for Alex Mueller, the Olympian, represented Argentina sevens in Rio in 2016. Mendoza going against several countrymen who are playing for the Miami Sharks at the moment here in the Shark Tank. That is a penalty for Miami at scrum time. Better stuff indeed. The assistant coach who works the forwards, Fernando Guattari, will be happy with that.
Yeah, they will, as will the entire pack. Breathing a sigh of relief. We'll give them a little bit of confidence. And an opportunity, obviously, to get out of their red zone. The nice clearing kick. Not much of an angle. And let's not forget, Dallin, that DC so close to scoring, and that decision there from Santiago Videla was enough to shoot in. Made himself extremely vulnerable. He had to make the play, and he forced the error. And it was just enough to slow down the play out wide for DC.
Very positive things from the home side, and McNulty with a throw. Sean McNulty, his brother, is an Irish Sevens legend. They played together for Los Angeles in Major League Rugby. And now his brother's watching back at home as Sean carries the family name in this game. It's a kick over the top and scooped up. Here come Miami Sharks. Nangali got himself involved there as well. Will be caught back.
Stop, time's off. Time's off. You stay here. Stay here. Time's off. Time's off. Thomas. 9 pick. 9 pick. Okay, 1 second. Come here. Wait, I don't need you for this. Okay, he's pushed him. I'm not going to reverse it this time, but I want you to have a clear chat to them, and I'm going to have a chat to them. I see another push. It'll be a penalty. 100%. All right? And you're off for a HIA. I'm getting a call that you've got. Yes, yeah. Okay, no pushing from you. I don't want to see it again. You're requested for HIA. Yeah, yeah. What, have you got that one? No, I'm not sure. They're just calling me saying a HIA. Yeah. For number 9. It's not my decision, it's the doctor's decision. Sorry, they've got it wrong. 12. Pink 12. Pink 12. 1, 2. HIA. Okay. Mate, I'm not a doctor. That's what they're there for. Right, let's go.
Luke Rogan, so Kubeli took
No, it's lost forward on the original.
a heavy tackle. He's requested for an HIA off the side of the field.
Lost forward.
I've actually seen when we were set 10 metres back at line out, their 9's broken the 10 metre plate. So
Have a look.
Just a little-
We've got the line out now. We're scrum.
Little rattled there from Nangali. He's certainly a big human.
Play. It's all general
Don't
play.
get
Let's go. Let's go.
hit by that guy, Dallin.
No, it's
Time back on.
retired to be a commentator many years ago. As soon as Tavita Nangali put his rugby jersey on, I stepped off the field. The man from Nadronga in Fiji. Actually, a shout out to Linda Young and Siriana Koi in Sacramento. They say watching Tavita play.
Longer blind, please.
His wife plays soccer for him. What a great sporting family. So here we go, Miami Sharks. As we approach the 20-minute mark, trailed by Alex Mueller, early try. Well with the player short though. Scrum time, they've picked it up there. Deflected from Adal, beautiful work. Kubeli with a nice step, they keep it alive. Elias now, their numbers here to burn for Miami. Viadella, upended by his opposite number, spills that ball forward. Big shot as well that came in from Damien Hoyland.
Yeah, Hoyland, great tackle. As you said, 15 on 15, Dallin. He's had a fine game so far, Hoyland. I don't think he's kicked the ball once. He's kept it in hand. He wants to bring it back and keep this DC offense. And he's showing what he can do in defense as well. He picked that a mile away, didn't he? He was committed to that. He knew he had to shut that one down, and boy, did he shut it down. Fantastic play from the fullback.
We had Viadella on the other side shutting down a play, and now fullback Hoyland coming in. Both number 15s, internationally capped veterans of their side. You need such a cool, calm head at the back, and both teams blessed with that. Here's DC yet again. Simon Cross, we mentioned their head coach. Coach Scotland under-20s, was with the Worcester Warriors for a decade before joining MLR. Former Scotland Sevens player, in fact. I think I played against him years ago. We'll catch up later about that. Here comes his side now, DC. Wide ball on the outside. Hughes yet again, and Hoyland on the outside. Hoyland to Mueller. Mueller's a gas man. The tank is full. He'll know to the distance for his second try. Alex Mueller and Old Glory DC on fire early on.
We said he was a try-scoring machine, didn't we, Dallin? And he is not disappointing today. Mueller having a field day out wide with some brilliant lead-up work from his teammates. Once again, that scrum in disarray for Miami. Beautiful miss pass. Hughes, another fine touch. And there's that fullback again, Hoyland, slicing and dicing, creates the 2-on-1 and sets his winger away. Wonderful head-on view as well. And you get to see the way that he drew in two defenders to release Mueller. Don't you love that if you're on the wing and you're given a free run to the try line, especially with the pace of Mueller? No one was going to stop him. DC right now looking very, very effective, Dallin.
Jason Robertson missed the earlier attempt. This time, again, peels it to the right-hand side. Stay 10-0. And it is time for a hydration break here. It's Old Glory DC. They lead 10-0 with 2 early scores here at the Inter Miami in Florida. We're back in just a moment.
What was the turnover? Blue backs. It was great.
For changing landscape.
You just can't beat a post-game burger at McDonald's, right? And you can't beat the Angel Reese special. All right, let's break it down. It's a quarter pounder with my favorite barbecue sauce, American cheese, crispy bacon, pickles, and onions on a sesame seed bun. Get the Angel Reese special at McDonald's. What are you waiting for?
Even when U.S. Women's National Team forward Mallory Swanson isn't on the field, she always makes the perfect play. Thanks to the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Visa Card, she'll earn 3% cash back on her purchase after choosing the online shopping category.
What was that? Am I the only one who doesn't get it?
Hey, get a grip. You got this.
This is weird.
Yeah, college is weird and stressful and exciting and...
I meant you.
Ooh, spicy. I like you already.
Okay, so what? You have the answers?
Do you just want the answers? Or do you want to learn?
All right. Let's get weird.
Get a grip on college with Chegg.
Welcome back to Inter Miami CF Sports Field. A lovely crowd here supporting the Miami Sharks. They do such a good job before the game of hosting fan festivals, kids activities, beer garden on flow. Just chatting to the coach, they said they want to create that atmosphere, not dissimilar to Pia Guardas in Argentina, where family and friends are welcome.
So important for community, isn't it, to build that community and family feel. Of course, it helps that it's beautiful weather as well in Miami. Love to see that in February. So both sides of this stadium seeing plenty of rugby fans, and it's great to see, especially with Miami only in their second season. That bodes well for the future to come.
Leo Messi just played soccer just next door here inside the stadium. Many of the Miami players have met the players and met the coaches as well. So great bond that got going on here for local sports. Here we go, 10-0 Old Glory DC lead. And they received this in white yet again. Miami looking to see if they can get on the board with the next score. Players flying up there, and Federico Gutierrez is one of them, the big frame. He's new to Miami. Was playing in Italy last season. 500 carries for Old Glory.
Don't block, 5. Don't take that step.
Robertson, not a lot to work with on that angle, so this will be good for Miami to attack with.
Certainly, Dallin.
Yeah, you took a step, don't take
opportunity
a step.
now for them to launch into a set piece from line out. McNulty, normally a sharp shooter. Of course, it's not all on the thrower of the line out. You need all the pieces working together.
Oh, it's been pinched at line out time. His missus watching in Buenos Aires will not be happy about that. Will McNulty, and then it's hacked downfield. So the chase is on there for Elias to collect. The fly half is new this year out of the Dallas Capitals.
Keep coming.
Kicked the first ever Dallas Capitals drop goal. He had a great season last year, as did his side. Unfortunate not to be in the league, but it is what it is. Here's Robertson going wide. Hoyland again looking to stretch the legs. The Welshman stepping on the outside. So carried in by Steph Hughes, and just losing it.
Yeah, a little bit of just a lack of ball security. This doesn't look good. You don't like seeing that. Hughes down on the ground, grasping at his shoulder. Let's hope that he's okay. Once again, some lovely crisp ball movement from DC up to that point.
3 of your players come up and ask me about the red card. Happy to talk to you about it, but I can't have multiple guys. where he is. That's why we're stopping. Yeah.
13 on 13. I think just the way that he landed on the ground compressed him a little bit. You see him just... Ooh, that's a great angle. Strong
let's go.
tackle from Orlando. Vice captain on vice captain.
Let's go, White.
As we predicted at the start of the show, these two fighting tooth and nail for territory and physical ascendancy.
The last one, yeah?
Well, celebrates his 31st birthday in 2 days' time. He needs that shoulder to cut the birthday
It's hard to
cake.
make a mark on this stuff, yeah?
Hopefully we're invited to see how the game goes. Scrum reset here, and Miami short in that last scrum. Good to see set pieces mentioned there. Backline.
Coach!
Head coach, and then Fernando Guatteri. Tui Osborne working with the team. Moved away this year. So, Kubeli. Flat ball, the bounce one. Awkward one to handle. It's picked up in the end from Matias Orlando, the vice captain. Setting some good runners in. There's Marcus Fallout. Limping player, Naima Fallout from the USA side. We melted to the ground yet again. Elias around the back. Been knocked on there. Just when Miami start looking to build their phases and getting behind the DC line.
Once again, a little rusty this time in the back line. Like they're trying to rush it a little bit. Seem to be trying to panic a bit with the limited opportunities they've had in offense, and a couple of wayward passes here and there. In contrast to DC, who seem a lot more crisp with their passing.
He's either going to be quick or we're going to have to go off and sort it.
Miami do love to throw the ball around, so expect to see more of that. And they certainly love when the game opens up and they've got a lot of spaces.
Let's go.
So at the moment, just needing to settle things down and try and take it forward, win the ball back. Simple stuff, Dallin. Might not be sexy early on, but I think to settle their nerves and get back in the game before they start throwing the ball around, they've got to do the hard yards.
Let's go as well. Let's go.
Say Pellicino, they said his English wasn't very good when he arrived in America a couple of years ago, but now it's vastly improved. He was great on the phone call with him earlier this week. His wife Julia and 2 daughters, Maya was 18 and Sophia was 13, watch on as well. Good family affairs, we said here. And he's got that flair to work with as well. But a 10-0 lead in the first half for Old Glory DC.
No. It's around first. It's around first.
Through the
Then they
19.
stand up. Hey. Enough. It's around first. Let's go. Put him on there. Okay, good. Let's go. It's around on the mark. I'm going to see you go forward. Stay straight. Right.
So Miami should be back to 15 players.
Let's go, Colin!
That red card came early, didn't it? Fortunately for them, it was a blow, and good that Miami have only kept the deficit to 10 points. Especially the way that DC are playing.
Found his face out wide. Corridellon was one bandaged up a bit earlier. 10 caps for the USA.
Use it away, come on.
Brought the back for Bavaro, the Buenos Aires player. Emery. Now here goes to Hoyland on the outside. Hoyland skits through. Beautiful play from the fullback. Mueller yet again. He's got 2 tries so far. He barrels into a couple. Buckley's there. Quick ball for Robertson. They're linking up superbly. Here comes the wave from DC. Miami look to pinch this one and draw the penalty as well. It was needed, and they got in there. And of course, standing up last is Manu Ordao.
Who else, Dallin? Who else? Leading poacher of the ball. Breakdown steals in 2024 for the entire league. Manu Ordao. And just when Miami needed him, he stepped up. Fantastic clearing kick too from the penalty. Great camera angle to see exactly the art form that is stealing the ball. Look at that low center of gravity of Ordao. Even if you wanted to move him from that position, good luck. Once he gets his mitts on that ball, it's good night, nurse. Penalty time, or he'll just steal it completely.
Mauro Rebusone getting involved there too. Well, Vufana goes over the top, not accurate, so Gattis has a free play here for Old Glory DC. Find themselves again on the front foot. Here's the big frame of Jack Ascaro, the 27-year-old, a local player out of DC. Spent time with the Glasgow Warriors as part of that partnership with Scottish Rugby that DC have. Their owners have done a great job with that. Chris Dunleavy and Paul Sheehy as well. Beautiful article in The Guardian promoting the game and what they've done for the landscape of American rugby as well. Little dummy there because players were flying in. Muti comes in with a big shot, but still it's DC. Gonna step off the right there. Steph Hughes does really well, finds Buckley in space. Nangali leaves it behind, and it has been knocked on.
So close. Fantastic play. In close quarters as well. Steph Hughes with a brilliant touch. Throws a little dummy, shimmies, and then just bounces off the big number 5, Gutierrez. Finds his support runners, but perhaps a little hasty from Connor Buckley just to get that one away. I know he juggled the pass from Hughes. Would have maybe held on a little bit longer, and it was another certain try because they were behind the Miami defensive line. Let's have another look at this attack that's pleasing to the eye. Hoyland again, just holding up that ball. Really does keep an eye on what the defense is doing, and then the interchange of passing from the forwards. Pleasure to watch as well, and thank goodness again for Ardau. But DC on a rampage right now, Dallin.
It's fun to watch them move the ball left to right. Simon Cross has done a really good job. We mentioned they haven't had any hitouts in the preseason, so this is their first foray. And you can see Stan South and Kurt Baker, their assistant coach as well, some of the instructions for Old Glory DC. Simon Cross, who mentioned playing ability in the he's coached for many, many years as well. And said, you know, it takes a while to find your way in a new league and getting used to the travel, getting used to the players. But this is his squad now. As is his opposite number as well, Jose Pellicina. He's second year in charge of Miami. Find themselves with possession. The Memphis
Come up. Need to start up as well.
Buckley in picture there. Great story about Connor Buckley. He volunteers at the Share Human Services of Brooklyn, which nurtures and empowers children and adults with intellectual and development disabilities. Wonderful work that Buckles does off the field. Kubeli.
Stop in front, eh?
Ilias looking to play the territory for Miami. That's a beautiful place kick all the way back on. It's been the first mistake from Damien Hoyland. He has been unbelievable today, but Miami get that one back.
Sure, he can't even believe it. Don't the Miami fans love it, though? He hasn't put a foot wrong today, as you said.
Yeah, time off.
Damien Hoyland.
Time off.
This could prove costly as well.
Your boy's back. There's going to be a penalty against
Just
you.
a little bit casual coming back.
It's going to be a penalty. One, he didn't put the ball down. Two, he
does that with his eyes closed.
Back you go. Back you go. It's going to be a penalty against you guys. Back you go.
A little bit of feeling. Back play.
Push.
Passionate rugby.
And also because he kept the ball in his hand, he didn't put it down, so they could technically take the line out as well. So there we go. It's a penalty for Miami. Will the tables turn here with their best attacking?
Yeah, it's well spotted, Dallin. Absolutely. And once again, just compounding that error, DC, with some silly play. That's ill-discipline that could prove costly.
McNulty to the front of the line out. The crowd come alive. Yeah, it's a Miami. There's Sean McNulty has it at the back. He's got 2 on his back, but looking for 5 on the board. Now the forwards come piling in. It's there for the scrum off, looking to dart around the fringes and almost over. Here's Kubeli. It's a pick, and down we go. Markete Muti is in. That brings the crowd to their feet. Miami are on the board in 2025.
Didn't they need that one, Dallin? A lapse in concentration from DC has resulted in Miami taking full advantage. Clinical at line-out time. Forwards all doing their job. Kubeli got painfully close, inches away. Of course, they were determined to cross that whitewash. There was no stopping Miami. He did the lead-up work. Just goes to show this DC team cannot afford to go to sleep for even a moment.
The extra two. Martin Elias looks for that off the boot, the man from Rosario in Argentina.
We have had blood, but yeah.
Played with the Argentine 50 World Rugby Nations Cup back in 2017.
No, I think, no, it was fine. Yeah, he's pushed it forward.
Narrow the buffer here in the first half. That's a nice looking kick. It's over. 10 points to 7 the score after half an hour played here at Inter Miami in Florida. And Makate Muti, who was with the Super Rugby Americas side with the Raptors last year, played loose head and tight head as well. Such a versatile player. His brother's a wonderful sportsman too. Little brother with the University of Arizona State in the Sun Devils. His brother Natane with the Detroit Lions. DC kick deep. As Miami scooped this one back with a nice boot downfield as well. They said they needed to play the territory, and it's worked for them the last few minutes.
Towering kick, well over the halfway line. That's exactly what you want from a clearing kick. Or as close to that halfway line, let alone 10 meters beyond it, because now DC finding themselves in their own half after being on the front foot. Makes the world of difference.
It's fine, it's in the tunnel.
To the front, Nagali does well. Buckley on the front here with Emery. No look pass, beautiful stuff. Robertson the fly-up loops around. DC do so well to get over the advantage line with their carries. Vakunda Gattis yet again. Played with Penarol and Super Rugby America as well, the Argentine franchise. Hoyland yet again busting free, what a player. Skips on the inside, almost to Buckley. Support was there from Perry Humphries, a man from Lincoln, England. Out of Worcester College, very close, but the fullback so far, Damien Hoyland, is putting on a show in the opening half. Major League Rugby 2025. 3 big games still to come later today, and tomorrow is a rivalry game as well. Legion against Seattle. It's Miami so far. Almost getting it away.
Little messy from both teams on that occasion, as we really see this game start to open up. And I'm sure we're going to see some enterprising play, Dallin. But as you said, again, Hoyland.
I know we've had a few bloods.
Dangerous.
But every time we have a scrum with their ball, one of your players is going down and we're having to stop. Okay? I understand there's a couple of bloods, but I need you to have a word. This can't continue to happen.
Bring it.
Laying down the law, Luke Rogan is taking control of this match. As we see Steph Hughes coming back. It's been busy today.
I've just had a word to them. This won't continue, okay? I've just had a word. I understand that. I've just had a word, okay?
Just want to touch on, of course, officials have done a great job working with all
I think they're going
well. There's some new law variations that everybody's heard about potentially.
It looks like they're going
World
forward
Rugby
first.
Initiative driven down, and don't forget the red card was trialled in Major League Rugby.
Let's go, quickly, let's go.
A few other laws as well tried around the world, so fascinating to see how it goes and how it changes the game.
Here with me.
Exactly, Dallin. Not only are they trying to make the game as safe as possible, but as exciting as possible for we, the viewer.
Let's go.
I think they've done a fantastic job so far. As you said, communicating those changes and laws, executing them also.
Crouch! No. Fine!
Rogan refereed the most matches last season in New South Wales in Australia. Marsh Kubeli to feed. Good ball here to attack with Miami as Elias stabs it down to Hoyland. It's very well positioned. Narrow angle, he puts the kick over the top for DC. His kick has gone out on the full.
Yeah, really flirting with danger, Hoyland. You saw what he was trying to do. Did brilliantly well with the catch and then trying to give himself some kind of angle. And just a little bit off the side of the foot.
Stay there for me.
Problem with that is it's come all the way back to where he kicked the ball, so not the gain he was hoping for.
McNulty, 8 to go to the half. They trail by 3. The midfield crashes up with Kubisha. Tommy Milanos is there, the pest. Kubeli again on the right-hand side. Fine. It's forwards to crash it up. Again, this time it's Tucci. Alex Tucci, the 33-year-old out of New York City. Kubeli again, and the winger breaking free. Milanos yet again. Tommy Milanos feeds it away, it's still alive. And another big bump coming in. Kubisha takes it to the ground. Kubeli yet again, looking for support. Ben Banasso, one of the 2 vice captains in the side. Support there from Ripsoni, and now on the right with Orlando.
It's off the feet, play on, it's off the feet.
Really well to keep their possession for the Miami Shark side. They are knocking on the door yet again. Looking to turn this momentum into points. Mauro Ripsoni, the Belgrano Athletic Club in Buenos Aires.
Hands behind, fellas, hands
Twin
behind.
brother there as well. It's a pick from Miami. Here's
Six, go
McNulty.
behind, please.
Rogan issuing the commands as Kubeli looks to go a little bit further. Getting very close, Federico Gutierrez. And try awarded. They're bouncing through. The big frame getting it done. Miami take the lead. It is a wave of momentum that the crowd are loving.
Oh, how Miami have turned this game on its head. What a 10 minutes they've had.
I know, don't.
Certainly didn't expect to see this result, the way that DC have been dominating. But Milanos, well, there's another player that knows his way to the try line. Got pulled short on that occasion, but had plenty of pink and blue jerseys in support. They were lining up for the try. You could have picked any one of these players. And it was a mere formality at that stage to crash over. Rebusoni
When you're ready.
gets 5 points to his name, well 7, because it's an automatic under the posts.
Robertson kicks off, and Miami, what a swing of things we've seen in this game off that 10-0 lead from Old Glory DC. 2 tries from Alex Mueller. It is now 14 points to 10. 5 to go in the first half.
You're pushing it into it.
What additions in the lock pairings with Rebusoni and Gutierrez from Argentina for this Miami side. So here comes the response from Holland yet again. An outstanding fullback. Just flies into a couple of would-be tacklers as the left-footed boot puts in. It sits nicely here for Miami. Let's scoop this one up. Good support as well.
Come on, use it!
Kubeli, Belgrano Athletic Club player as well. Played in the semi-finals of the Rugby World Cup in 2015.
Use it!
Now leading this side with all that experience. He puts one downtown. Throws a dummy towards the cameraman and then finds Old Glory DC's fullback yet again. Damien Hoyland looking to cut up his right. That's a big tackle that needed to be made and was there from Ben Banasso. Again, it's Old Glory on the front foot. Corey Daniel provides support. But it's just untidy at ruck time.
You rolled an extra so that he couldn't steal the ball. Nope.
Oh, very subtle, but it was enough. Luke Rogan right on the spot to see the extra roll. And of course, that allowed the ball to be sealed off, not giving Miami a chance to poach that, which they otherwise probably could have. So well done by Luke Rogan. Even with DC on the front foot, just those little errors creeping in. And will we see Miami capitalize yet again? They're in the right end of the field, Dallin. Got their tails up right now, and they've got the crowd behind them.
That's right, they scored the last 14 points. They're back to a full complement of 15 players we mentioned after an earlier red card took up one of their players for 20 minutes up front. Big Alec McDonald. Outline our time, Miami. Still keep around the fringes. Los Pumas legend. Snipes around us, Kubeli. He gets the offload superbly. Kubisha comes into this one. Oh, what a battering ram from the center. It's Tomas to Tomas, and Kubisha scores for Miami. What a sight to watch.
Kubeli to Kubisha. Thomas squared. Latin flair right across the field, and he has had an exceptional game so far. The scrum half, the Argentine legend. But the support play and the determination of Kubisha, he was not to be stopped. Great tackle there,
Happy, fellas?
but it wasn't enough
I'm Molly, happy.
as they were on a roll. Dallin, you mentioned the momentum swing, and boy, the momentum continues for Miami. 3 on the trot now, and now it's DC who looks shell-shocked.
Well, it is such a game we've seen so far in match number 1, a seesaw affair. And Miami find themselves on the up at the moment. 19-10 with this conversion to come. 2 to go in the first half. They scored their 3rd try. Tomas Kubisha. Powerful runner as Elias looks to curl this in from out wide. Oh, that is a marvelous kick. Have you seen anything like it? There's barely a breeze there. It's 21 points to 10. And all of a sudden, it's a different story.
I have seen something like that, but it's on the PGA Tour. The finesse of these golfers exemplified in the boot. Let's have a look at this little kick. It's like exactly how he drew it up. Is there a breeze out there that he was riding on that occasion?
Get him on my putt-putt team, I tell you what. Be very good with that. It's 21 points to 10. Miami now have given their crowd converted tries. They lead here as we approach halftime. The man that started the magic puts one over the top, does Tomas Kubeli. Oh, Hoyland settles that one in the mid-air, leaves it behind.
Come around, play on.
Just hits the deck. I'll try Sunrio. DC possession there for that big hit on fullback Damien Hoyland. Hoyland last month turned 31 here in the United States. Over 100 matches we mentioned with Edinburgh Rugby from 2014 to 2023. The kick. No one
Access was fine. Access was fine. It wasn't touched. That's correct. Yep.
Not a bad gain there for DC. Ball wasn't touched. Everybody
speed this up, fellas.
Wanting to go near it.
Please.
I'm confused as to whose possession it is, and it will be Miami. Struggle a little bit in line-out time. Some good, some not so good. They've left a couple of opportunities on the shelf.
This the Eastern
Fine, in the tunnel, play on.
with these two sides on the line in this game. The Black Toro Cup between these two great teams. We're in the Shark Tank.
No, it's not.
Miami.
They're up, they're up.
Have that lead. Here's a big fend. Lovely skills back on the inside. Here comes Miami yet again. Ben Banasso was in the fray there. Sean McNulty getting involved too.
We have time for a scrum.
Such a shame for Miami, but you see the way they love to play, Dallin. Open play, breaching the line, and then looking for support, finding the space.
I thought
that occasion, the short-range pass going a little wayward. McNulty did well to start that off, and then you see all the players lining up to take that short-range support pass. Lucky for DC, that one went to ground because they were shaping up for another 5-pointer.
So the last play before the break. DC in their half. Buckley, who got mentioned by All Black Andy Ellis and US Eagle Mike Petrie, when he was playing with the New York side. Again, we said what a standout season he had last year. He's looking to continue that form. Sends a short ball. But
you're straight to ground also.
A bit early at scrum time.
On the hit, you went straight to ground.
Both teams struggling a little with discipline today. Luke Rogan's not missing a thing. And DC, they'll dearly want to get something out of this last play. Here's the last play. If it's a penalty, you can kick it out and still get the line out. If it was a free kick or a short arm penalty, they wouldn't have been able to do this if they want to keep the ball alive. So now an opportunity for DC. What can they do?
Tries in the first 20 minutes, been quiet after that. Facundo Gattas needs to be strong with a throw. The man out of the Indu club in Argentina. He's scored 5 tries in his career for DC. He goes to the tail of the line out. That's great skill from them as the forwards drive upfield. Looking for good ball for the backs to tackle with inside the 22. Gattas.
It's going sideways.
Dow told to get out of there. Buckley will always take possession here. Now told to use it from our referee to the left. Emery with a delayed ball around. Robertson loops around the fringes. Oh, gives the pass away, but it's gone to Miami as a hoof it downfield. The intercept, very fortuitous. Chasing down here. Oh, good little scoop up here from Hughes is there for DC. And Mueller puts this one out towards the touchline. They will go to the break. And what a performance from the home side so far, particularly in the last 20 minutes. We've seen some brilliant tries in this game. 3 from Miami, 2 from Old Glory DC. Here's a look at the try sum. He started off early with Mueller, and then, of course, Miami got into their momentum and bulldozed 3 tries to close out here at halftime break. We're going to step away for just a few moments. Come back with our halftime here. It's 21 points to 10. Miami lead DC from the Inter Miami Sports Facility in the Sunshine State of Florida. We'll be back shortly.
Congratulations. But yeah, look, we're set up for a thrill in this second half. The game came alive 20 minutes in. Everyone is absolutely stoked with the way this first game's gone and expect more in this next 40 minutes.
The banners are out as well. Miami Sharks are good in pink as well. It is Major League Rugby round 1, second half, beginning at Inter Miami CF Sports Field. Wonderful to have you with us. 8 home games, 8 away games before we start the playoffs, which is a long way off, of course. This is round 1. You're watching Old Glory DC in white, the big frame of Jamison Whainana-Schultz in his 50th game with DC. And spilt possession there, and Miami are loving that.
Look how fired up they are, Dallin. I think I have an idea what was said in the dressing room. Let's start the way we finished. And haven't they done that in this first half? Whainana-Schultz, he is a big man, and he's normally getting in behind the defense, but not on this occasion. Standing his ground was Bonasso, and then he was pumped up. He stands over Whainana-Schultz. He might regret that later.
Well, he makes a good salvo, Brent, says Jamison Whainana-Schultz. I don't know how that is relatable to what we're seeing right now, but I'm keen to try it, I'll tell you that. Miami on the front foot here in the second half. This is where they ended things off. 3 tries with try scorers in Muti, Rebisoni, and Fischer. Scrum lead here from Tomas Kubeli. Started for Argentina when they beat the All Blacks famously in 2020. Scrum on the back foot though, but they will get a penalty as well.
Changing direction. You all shifted to the left and went around.
Well, you can tell that DC trying to recapture some of that dominance in the scrum from the first half, but they've done it illegally on this occasion. Jason Robertson can't believe it. Once again, finding themselves in an ominous position. Miami in the red zone.
Still. There was a chance to go for 3, decided to go for the corner as well, which I think is fairly interesting to see how the style they want to play and impose. McNulty. Live wire hooker goes to down the short side. He gets a return ball, a little planned move. McNulty works around the fringes. It's a good pass there from Rebisone. Now, Kubeli moves it to the left-hand side. Miami within a couple of meters, now changing direction. Short ball hitting the deck. We will check to see this. Mauro Rebisone may have his second try.
Time off.
This will be reviewed.
I'm blocked. I haven't got a grounding. Have you got anything?
I have a grounding like you.
Yeah, clear grounding, so try.
Try awarded. Quick decision in the end. A second score here and a first in the second half for the Miami Sharks. They are roaring to life at home.
Well, Dallin, you said it was interesting they didn't go for the 3 points. Setting their intention, they sniff blood and they want to just keep the foot on the throttle. Wonderfully worked set-piece play. McNulty, the tackle from Mueller was a beauty as well. Thought he might have saved a try in the end until this. Coming back the opposite way, Mueller was asked to do the same, but he couldn't on that occasion.
A little bit too far. It was about 1.5 meters. Yeah.
Miami Growing from strength to strength right now.
Bonus point try locked up for Miami already. Veflav, Martin Elias. He's had some extraordinary kicks so far. And they play with the Sabres Rugby Club and Jaguares 15 in Super Rugby Americas. Elias. This time pulls it. The score will remain at 26 points to 10. And Miami strike first here in the second half through their fabulous
stands up. We men can't push straight.
I agree, but the first movement on the last one from yours was step to the left.
Rippersoni with 2 tries in the shark tank. Can Old Glory DC answer back in this game? They kick deep. Another rampaging run from the big number 8, Marcus Forwell out. State champion in 7s and 15s while at Kent Lake High School. Point looking for a counter-attack. Robertson floats it to the right-hand side. Come back in yet again. Buckley, the halfback. Flat-footed there is Lautaro Bavaro, captain of Argentina 15 and going against some of his countrymen. They trap him behind the advantage line. Nangali as well. This is Miami that are pumped up and fighting for possession. DC. Can they get into a bit more open space? This kick goes over the top just to get them some field territory.
Keep retreating.
But the kick comes back towards Old
retreat.
Glory DC. And that's a beautiful kick into the 22. Is it a 50-22? No, it was just outside the half.
Oh,
no, it wasn't.
I think it was. It was just inside the half. What a kick, Dallin. And listen, this is on the back of some incredible defense. Forcing OGDC back. And it was number 12, Thomas Kubija, that I noticed. Look at him flying up, pinning DC well behind the advantage line. Then he lines up to do the same thing, like a man possessed. And look at DC going backwards. They are really struggling for answers right now, and full of confidence are Miami.
We've got 2 halfbacks.
Such a difference.
Clearly in.
And that kick was a stunner as well. It gives now Kirby Myhill from the shot. He's come off the bench. Good throw. He has it at the back. He's got that bleach streak in his haircut. It's a great style as well with the great kit that Miami have as well. Looking Miami Vice-like. Here's Kubeli with a kick through, little grubber kick, looking to pin them back and create some havoc. He knew he had advantage,
Okay,
so Miami will come back here with a penalty.
The other guy. You can't change your mind.
Well, the woes are just compounding here for Old Glory. And they need to stop this momentum somehow. Another try would be devastating
Spins like that,
for DC.
okay, but when you changed onto the player with the ball, you can't do that.
But pleasing to see the home team has given this bumper crowd something to cheer about.
Here comes Myhill yet again, the Welsh international. Well placed. Miami yet again, just a few meters out. Kubeli, flat ball. Myhill just drops this one. Collision with a couple of players.
Just confirm it. I've got a white knock on first, then by pink.
Well, this will be interesting to see, Dallin. It happened so fast, but I think it was Robertson trying to get the intercept. And it may have come off his hand. They're trying to pick that one. Oh, I don't know if he touched that.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, the ruling is that came off a white hand, so in trouble yet again, DC.
To the left, you've got to stay straight. Okay? Okay?
Now options at scrum time, both sides for the Miami Sharks. Second season in Major League Rugby. Looking for their first win out of match 1.
Both of you are down, fellas.
Well, the question is, Dallin,
Both of you are down.
will
Reset.
DC try and win a penalty?
Both down, reset.
Seen before, the penalty could actually go the other way. They try and
Let's go. Let's go.
win the ball back, but do it illegally. I think they're going to have a crack at him at this Miami scrum.
Miami, meanwhile, right outside. Matias Orlando. The other backs are to the left.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Mas Kubeli.
Balls out, balls out.
Steady as you like as Manu Ordao peels around the fringes. Orlando's there with him. And now the forwards come flying in and they lose that. DC with Emery.
Stop, eight,
Now
eight,
looking
stop,
to kick
eight,
downfield.
stop. Thank you.
From Steph Hughes.
Barney just over from the knock.
Good clearance kick, but it's not over yet. Here comes Miami yet again. Couple of nice stutter steps off the right foot from Tommy Malanos. And then he throws a bit of a wild pass that has been pinched here from Hoyland.
No advantage going backwards under pressure.
Oh, edge of your seat stuff. DC, a try saver. You're about to see it. Look at that, just spearing in. The ball comes loose. They needed that. That was a certain try.
Close, balls out of the back. Yeah, just one. Okay.
And then another knock on with Malanos trying to make some inroads. So
The ball's just out the back.
some hard play, some big tackles, and a little bit of fortune for DC.
To the left and then
But they're not out of the woods yet.
Saw a big shift from your whole back row to the left, and then you went around. I need to see you all go forward. I can't be on both sides, I know that.
Need that energy they had in the opening 20 when they took to sideline to sideline. They've got such dangerous backs, but territory not in their favour at this moment in time. Connor Buckley, Xavier High School product.
Keep slow, lower, lower.
140. Also kept Sideward College at Iowa. From the nation's capital. Henry puts a chip towards the side. Yeah, well fielded here from Miami. Stepping down to go. Matias Orlando is there as well.
You're never on the ball.
Shut. What a try. He gets the pass away beautifully. Nice little dummy from Kabisha. He's such a strong centre. They drive him towards the touchline. He stays in field. Tomas Kubeli yet again. Good hands. That time thrown there from Fualau. Miami. Nice brand of rugby so far. Gutierrez. Elias. Puts one high. Boylan takes it cleanly.
Hanging in there in defence are DC. This is better structured offense. Going through the phases from Miami. They are looking strong, just playing with a lot of confidence. And possession, that's been key because they were starved of possession early on. That's why we saw a 10-0 lead to DC.
Here come Miami yet again. Looking to step and weave some more magic. Connor Burns, the Englishman, does well at the halfway line. Kabisha beats the first, runs into the big frame of Van Aanschild. Ball's left behind, a little Dewey there. Emery kicks through. This is good for DC. Chasing after this one. Jason Emery yet again. Couple of pushes and shoves on Elias as well.
Your line. You changed your line into the player.
Normally you see that happen on the other side of the ball, but Emery did extremely well. First of all, to get boot to ball, chasing after it, and then he's been penalised for changing his line, which is the push and the shove that you mentioned, Dallin, preventing the Miami player to get back and field the ball.
Substitution, 9 and 3 white.
3 and 9. 3 and 9. 3 and 9. Hold it, Bolly, hold it. Hold it.
Subs coming in from both sides. Tomas Casares comes in for Miami Sharks, and Sam Davies, player from Auckland, New Zealand, just 22 years of age, on the field for Old Glory DC. Simon Cross. Just a few weeks ago, he looks on.
I will get them in. Stay there. In.
What he's signed to do here in the second half. 13 minutes gone.
In the tunnel, player.
Gutierrez.
Stop. 9.
For the shot.
Now you can come up. No, out. By advantage, one in the side.
Just telling players to get out of that maul. And now around the fringes comes Miami. Nice ball back in the inside to Kubeli. Very close to the touchline.
Go off your feet there. We're going back.
Flying in as well.
Number 1 in the side.
Playing advantage, Luke Rogan.
Number 1, side entry.
He's pinned Jackie Scaro
Number 1, side entry.
at the maul.
Got to join from your last man.
Which again, they just can't afford that ill discipline. There's the infringement right there, clear as day.
You've got to join.
Really sure he knew it as well.
No, you're not.
You'll come in a bit cleaner.
They can't afford to do that, can they, Dallin? They're struggling to make inroads as it is to get back some of that momentum.
Okay.
And they're just handing Miami opportunity after opportunity.
You have possession. They're stuck in their 22 or thereabouts. I mentioned speaking to coach in picture, Jose Patacino, over the week. He said they need a good kicking strategy, especially in the beginning of the season. They've done that, allowed themselves now to get on the front foot. Penalty after penalty has been pinched though here by DC at line out time, but again they'll probably have to kick to clear their lines. On the
Let it go now at the back, use it!
Feet, 4 caps for the US Eagles, formerly with the American Raptors and Super Rugby Americas. He goes downtown.
Once again, an area of concern for Miami. At that line out. Got to give DC some credit. It's not all just mistakes from Miami. They are contesting well. Bavaro getting up there on that occasion to pinch the ball.
Mahill, 54 games with the Scarlets, 54 games for the Nechli. Better. Kubisha goes behind the back. Now they're linking up nicely. Malanos gets it away. Another replacement on the field. Just set to Toy. Canadian international. Rugby World Cup 2019, last game against the Springboks of South Africa. They went on to win that tournament. Player who was born in He's on the field now. Kubeli just drives DC back. And again, another nice take as a couple of players barrel him to the ground. Viadella is one of them.
Use it!
McVie to the forwards he goes. Jack Ascara working hard yet again.
Use it!
McVie started playing rugby at the age of 9 with the on-back Wallabies in Southern California. He goes to the sky.
Access!
And he dropped this one. Again, that ball just getting a bit slippery as the sun has set.
A little bit of fortune again for DC. That was an unforced error. You'd have to think just earlier on that high ball to Hoyland might have been another tactic that was spoken about to not give him any space. You saw what Hoyland can do with a little bit of space. So when you put the ball in the air and not give him an inch, not only that, you had 2 Miami players smash him as soon as he hit the ground. And that's clever play. Speak of the devil. He felt that tackle.
He's involved in so much of this DC attack, setting up 2 tries. Very good in the backfield. We approach the hour mark in match number 1. McVie.
Use it away.
To attack here with Emery, gets the ball back with a nice little loop, does McVie, keeps it himself. And Robertson with him.
No, play on, ball was up and out away.
Rubber through.
Play on.
This time from Steph Hughes, the former Welsh under-20 player.
Better play from Old Glory.
Can't grab the 9. Yeah.
Ball in hand, nice looping play. Emery with the silky skills, picking up that first pass around the bootlaces, and then lovely little deft pass behind to the looping McVie. And Hughes, maybe not the execution he was looking for. Wasn't a bad idea to put the ball to toe. Couldn't help feeling maybe they'd held on to it or was trying to kick the ball further into the corner.
Beautiful skyline in back play, matches the Miami jerseys. But DC have this with McVie. They've got themselves in the right possession, right field to play with possession. Scaro gets hit. And a penalty as well for Old Glory. Their time to strike is now.
Certainly is, Dallin. Robertson steps up. He's going to drive it right into the corner.
Letting me know. I wasn't going to allow it with Messi, but sure.
And again, that's come from a mistake at line-out time from Miami. huge area of concern that they'll be working on ahead of round 2, that's for sure.
Yeah, so many lessons from round 1 for all these different sides. But for Old Glory, need to get back on the board. All right, strike time for Gatis. Defense chanted in back play. Here's Rob Harley, the captain, the Scottish international.
Down by what? Ball's available.
Goes down on the ground there. McVie wants to get it.
Play on.
Oh, it's a beautiful ball. Here's Emery. Beautiful strike from the center. He's pure quality, Jason Emery. Get his business card. Sign him up.
Oh, that was beautiful to watch. Bamboozled the Miami defense. The spiral cutout pass from McVie. Hitting its intended target, you'd have to say. Good line-out structure. It wasn't pulled down by Miami.
Yeah,
so it was play on. Watch this pass. Bobbled around, and that brought the defense up. Just a little bit lost Milanos, and that allowed Emery a free run into the line. And they're back in this game, Old Glory. It's been a long time coming. As you said, that acceleration off the mark, Dallin. Jason Emery, powerful runner.
Brilliant time to strike as we take another hydration break in this game. It is Old Glory DC that are back in this game. They still trail 26-17 against Miami here in Florida. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Mike, what is it going to be though, mate? I can't hear.
Changing landscape where every decision matters. Our mission is clear: to delight our customers.
When others are giving you one-topping pizzas for $9.99, Domino's is gonna give you all the toppings for $9.99. That's right, get any crust with any toppings for $9.99 each online. This might just be our best deal yet, so get it before it's gone at Domino's.
Even when U.S. women's national team forward Mallory Swanson isn't on the field, she always makes the perfect play. Thanks to the Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, she'll earn 3% cash back on her purchase after choosing the online shopping category.
Women's college hoops, all season long on the networks of ESPN.
This is an ESPN Sonic blockbuster. Wow!
This is star power from the jump. The best of college basketball every Saturday on ESPN. The best of college basketball every Saturday on ESPN.
On TV, I'll explain. When we're back on TV, I'll explain. So everyone knows. Thomas, stay up here. Rob! Stay up here. When the TV goes back on, I'll explain so I don't have to explain it twice. Are we back on?
TV's on. TV on.
Okay, Thomas, Rob. So we've in the water break, we've checked it. Okay, it's been lost forward back here, so it's going to be no try, and we're going back for a scrum. A no try, lost forward. Scrum.
Heartbreak for DC, Dallin. You heard Luke Rogan, and now you're going to watch it. A knock on in there.
Lost forward.
I mean, the ball seemed to travel backwards, but it was deemed that came out of the hands forward from McVie. A little bit scrappy, but heartbreak again for DC. They're in the right area of the field. Let's see if they can somehow regain possession, Dallin.
That's right. If we're checking it, and so 26 points to 10. We're back to that score. Now we're gone in this game.
Early white, far side.
Free kick.
Early white, far side.
Now you see DC just trying to go at this Miami scrum. A couple of times now they haven't done it within the law, and this is a piggyback for Miami now to come out. They were under immense pressure despite having the feed in the scrum, and
I said pre-game.
it's the last thing you want to do, give away a penalty so they can clear their lines. But it is a short arm penalty, so DC will at least get the line out throw down.
And a good placement, they could get that inside their 22, kick it out on the full. If they didn't, outside their 22, they'd have to just hoop it up and chase, as we'll see plenty of times this season. So here we go, Old Glory DC. back to the drawing board.
Step back, 6.
Tries and points needed. Line out throw, nice ball to McVie. Flat as they look to attack yet again. Oh, it's a big frame, clattering upfield. Great carry. Corey Daniel, the US international. McVie yet again on the front foot. Here come the replacements. Koi Neligan on the front foot.
Away now, let it go. Away.
His mum is watching from Annapolis, Maryland. Behind the back ball, here it comes. Perry Humphreys getting involved as the right wing. DC with Tabita Nangali, the big flying Fijian. Yet again, looking for quick ball, looking to speed things up as Miami try to slow it down. It's a kick from Robertson, he's been taken out. And the whistle has blasted and the arm has gone up.
Inspired play from the visitors.
Time off.
Led by Robertson. Corey Daniel getting them all the way down to this end of the field with that rampaging run. Let's have a listen.
Yeah, it's different penalties, but we're giving away penalties when you guys come down here, them on attack. Okay, that one, they've closed the gap on him after he's kicked it. We've added one over here for at the mall. It's now a number of penalties down in the 22. From us, when this is not a conversation, you tell them, next one's going to go to the bin.
Not much of a conversationalist, Luke Rogan. Likes to tell it how it is.
Wait, Ben.
And he's right. It's this pressure that DC are applying in offence that's causing a lot of these infringements, so rightly so. There we go, just closing the gap.
Just patience if there's movement.
And there wasn't much of a gap to begin with.
But they need that momentum, they need that possession, which DC have back. After they thought Jason Emery was in, they've got to go again. I mentioned Corey Daniel, just love the way he plays, the crossover athlete. He spent 9 weeks with the Rugby America's North Combine a few years ago just to get acquainted with rugby and became a US international.
He was just out.
State wrestler.
You're right, Dallin, outstanding player. What a supreme athlete, Corey Daniel. As you mentioned before, the most tackles in the league last season by a long way. But not only is he good in defence, but you saw what he can do with ball in hand as well. Such an asset for this DC team.
Here comes Jonas Petrokopoulos, born in Amsterdam, Netherlands. Parents are from the United States. He grew up in Indianapolis. 26-year-old. He's the rapper on the team bus. He brings the music, he brings the vibes. Well, Miami need that to close out this game. Conversely, in the attack, Muti one that leaves the field.
Yeah, lots of movement. Far side, lots of movement. Let's go, come on. Quick reset, let's go, come on.
See the formation of that DC back line. Gives you a little clue as to perhaps where they can go. Robertson in the pocket. Are they going to go right, Dallin? Are they going to fake right and come left? Let's see what tricks they have up their sleeve, DC.
Solid platform for McVie, looking to go down to this left-hand side. Ball over the top's a nice one. Mueller is there. Scored 2 already, we mentioned, in the first 20 minutes. This time they ping him to the deck. On a short runner, comes flying in yet again off McVie. He's been ripped, though, from Miami. Brilliant bit of skill as they go. Through Kabisha yet again, of all players. He gets through the first tackle. And the offload. Viadella is there being chased. Miami put the kick downfield.
It's offside.
Offside is the call. Miami on the front foot. That's magical.
Kubisha. Outstanding game so far. And while it looked like DC were certain to score a try, Fernanda Schultz just has it ripped out of his hands, like stealing candy from a baby. Kubisha, and then to get the offload away. Here's why it's offside, and Robertson's a smart player. I think it happens so fast, but I would have thought maybe he had the presence of mind to leave that ball knowing that he's in an offside position. He probably realized when it was too late, but a missed opportunity for OGDC, Dallin.
Once the whistle's blown, I don't want to see players coming in like that. Clear? Clear? Again, this is not a conversation. You're telling them. It's here. It's right here.
So the crowd thoroughly enjoying match 1 in the Shark Tank here in Inter Miami. Home to soccer and rugby at the highest level. And Martin Elias puts them about 8 meters out for another attacking line-out for the Sharks. Starts at line-out time. Can Kirby Myhill, of 32-year-old, find his mark?
Open!
You're absolutely right, Dallin. They haven't been able to, even this close to the line.
No contest.
Go to the front. There's no contest, so it doesn't matter.
Access there.
Not straight. It was, though. Myhill has it at the back, and DC running around. Myhill looking around the fringes, but there was interference. The referees pulled them back.
Penalty to DC. The crowd thought it was a try. The players think it was as well, but he blew that up well before the ball went over the line, and Robertson getting on with it. So bringing it down cleanly for a change with Miami. You see the ball at the back. Look at number 16, and then it breaks away. An obstruction from those two players, preventing the DC defenders from getting to the eventual ball carrier. What a game. Wow.
Over 15 to go, and that line-up. Both sides really are struggling early on, and we know it's match 1.
Thomas, scrum more line out. Scrum more line out.
You'd have to think that fatigue is also playing a part in some of these mistakes, Dallin. You know, it's going to be humid in Miami. It's been a ferocious pace of game for both these teams. A lot of open play, a lot of long passages of play. First game of the season.
Make sure your feet are up underneath.
Look, these players have got to find their legs. And no training run can replicate the kind of intensity that 80 minutes of rugby can.
You're spot on, Mark. Love to see the kids as well.
Crouch!
Showing their appreciation for this beautiful game.
Keep it low.
The home side.
Set!
They get a penalty at scrum time. Dow wants to march his team downfield.
Time running out for DC. I mean, there is still time to get back, regain the lead, but at this rate, this might just sink DC. 3 points.
In their field, same.
It's a long way away. It's a long way away.
It's fascinating because last year they played within 5
Just on the 15,
yeah,
on the
this
15.
very ground. Maybe won 17-12, and then DC won their own game 3 points, 13 points to 10. We mentioned these coaches, now their second year, they've got different their own squads that they can work with, and really Miami showing what they're made of so far. A large South American flair to the Sharks. 26-10, to make 19-point buffer for Miami. Santiago Viadella. And from Santiago, Chile.
Looks good.
Picks his tee up and turns around with a smile. He's nailed the penalty. It's 29 points to 10, 15 to go.
What a beauty. Viadella.
We're just doing some taps for you, so just give us...
Now 3 converted tries. Could get DC back in the lead.
We good to go, fellas?
Emphasis on the word converted.
Okay, when you're ready.
If that's the case, you certainly want this man with ball on tee. But he's been a little off the mark tonight as well, Dallin.
Yeah, that's a nice high kick. It gives his team with Nagali a chance to attack this.
Best knock on is by Pink.
So a hand comes in
Second one
from
is by
Miami,
White.
so DC will have their chance to strike now.
It's back over here.
And it has to be now. Has to be now. DC got the solid scrum. This Miami backline has been defending valiantly, especially number 12, Thomas Kubisha for Miami, in the thick of everything.
So good with ball in hand as well. Great tackler, runner. Just a maestro in the middle, alongside a star-studded team. McVie, San Carlos, California, former San Diego Legion player in MLR.
Play on, play on, play on, play on.
Wales
You walk to that. Play on.
Flat ball. Now nice width on the outside. Here's John Powers on the field. He ducks down under one.
Say.
Fernando Schultz.
No six, no six.
This time secure with possession. McVie, quick ball. Sam Davis steps out of one. Koiko Nelligan is there as well. Some turns it back in. From Hughes. Another replacement player, Joe Rafters on the field. Player out of England, grandfather, born in Brooklyn. It's Old Glory again, building the phases nicely. Tabita Nangali. Again, working the right-hand side. Does referee Luke Rogan say? It's gone. It's the call.
Unable to capitalise on their possession yet again. DC, as we mentioned, Alan, a completely different looking team to the first 20 minutes of this match. Miami able to sustain the pressure they've been applying to the visitors. That's also been the difference.
Yeah, look, he broke off the back, so they're fine. He did. As soon as he takes off the back and goes to dig in for the ball, ball's out. It's under his feet, mate. The ball's out.
What a game from Tomas Kubeli. Kubo, as he's known. His experience vital in this game. He said just to ride that wave, not panic after giving up 2 early tries. He had a red card as well.
Set!
But it's a penalty to Old Glory DC.
Hinging.
Time is running out. 12 minutes to go.
Just back over there, John. Thank you.
Jamison Fernando Schultz, the silent assassin. His 5th season with DC, former Houston Sabercat. It's a tap and drive. Koiko Nelligan is in there as well with Nangali. DC, here's Fernando Schultz driving the legs, a US Eagle. Getting very close to the line for Old Glory. And they're over. Old Glory DC pile it in. Koiko Nelligan getting it done for Old Glory. The comeback is on.
Yeah, hold the phone, people. DC are not done. 11 minutes to go. Stranger things have happened. And they dearly needed that. We see them just charge forward, very simple stuff, making sure they keep ball in hand, the big men piling in, leeching onto the ball carrier. And it's not pretty, but it's effective, and I'm sure DC don't care. This kick must go over.
Flags go up, and that also is 100 conversions in total for Jason Robinson in his DC career. But very importantly, he puts them 29 points to 17. 12 the difference now with 10 to go.
Yeah, he's a class player. He really steps up in the clutch moments, Jason Robertson. That kick, that strike is the Robertson we know and love, because he missed his first 2 attempts.
Relax.
Until he wasn't happy with it. I thought he was in a bit of discomfort as well, but he's bounced back like the true champion that he is.
Nelligan, the try scorer. His 2 brothers are in the Navy. He is a national champion with Army Rugby in 2022. So here we go. Closing stages. Oh, Miami thought they were away. Yeah, it was Tomas Beckerman, the replacement, called back.
Substitution, 6 white.
6. Stop. 6. Okay, Luke.
Dallin, 10 minutes to go. It's a 12-point game. Can DC do it? We've seen him do it. It's an uphill task, that's for sure, especially the way that Miami are playing in the second half.
Yeah, maybe not making lead for DC to have field territory.
We're in. We're in. We're in. Okay. That side's in as well. Let's go.
Time running out for Simon Cross inside.
You got to start up.
Met University in Wales.
I'll move. Yeah.
It's actually travelling there, visiting a good friend. One of our directors, Reese Edwards, and tried to meet up with McVie for a coffee. Just missed him on that occasion.
Crouch!
He's a wonderful character. He's been all over the world with this beautiful game. Now at home in the nation's capital.
Set!
McVie with DC. Long way to go here. Into the boot. Robertson puts the ball towards Miami.
Keep retreating.
Favor.
Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back.
Back to the 22. Jason.
Same with you. Keep coming back. White, backwards, white. Backwards, thank you.
His angle just a bit infield. The ball will come back to him yet again.
Keep coming backwards, backwards.
McVie. The Sharks yet again with possession. Little step there for Marcus Young, who's on the field. Replacements all being used here from Jose Petsina for Miami.
Use it, use it.
Holland, the replacement, was in the Play Rugby USA program as a youngster. He's out of New York City. Nice kick over the top. DCU there. They'll need to counter and run from here. Into the trap goes Perry Humphries. Old Glory with Robertson looking to stretch the field. That's a nice little angle with Nangali. Throws one dummy and now feeds Mueller yet again. Mueller looking to cut loose in midfield. Alex Mueller burns the rubber. Beats 2 or 3. That's better. Territory here for DC and a penalty as well. Someone's going to the bin.
Straight in the side, killing the ball.
Kubisha goes to the side, showing a yellow card for his efforts. So they're down to 14 for the remainder of the game.
Better play from DC. Axel Mueller, incredible through the midfield, but this is where it started. Clever little play. Nongali, the dummy, and then plenty to do. Look at the acceleration of Mueller.
Mike.
Two-time try scorer for tonight.
Very careful down here.
And there's the infringement.
As well.
Cynical.
Also go.
Yellow card worthy. Such a shame. Kubija has had a blinder of a match.
He has his Nelligan throws yet again. He scored a try just moments ago. They find themselves with their big forward pack driving towards the line. Nangali's there.
Same ball, same ball.
McVie urging on his side. Rob Harley, the captain, the 34-year-old, the Scotsman. Hits the deck. The arm goes up for a penalty. Oh, and it's another short blast. To the pocket we go yet again.
Oh, look out.
Still a maul and you've collapsed.
They're going to need 2 seats in the
There you
cinema.
have.
Also, Dallin, that means Miami now, for the remainder of this match, have to play with 13 men. And there's plenty of time for DC to score twice. And not only have they lost a man, but it's that man, Manu Ardao.
He almost counts for 2 players, does Ardao.
Yeah, good point.
Keep going. You guys are giving away a lot of
So they're down to 13, 5 minutes to go. They lead by 12. We said this game was a roller coaster ride. Old Glory with their crowd watching.
No. He's
And at the local sports bars as well as they drive for the line. Have they got it down?
I don't think he has, Dallin.
Time off. Time off. Back you go.
I
I'm going to come up to you, mate. So I don't have an initial grounding. I have it knocked on. But what I want you to check for is if there is a grounding before the player has knocked the ball on.
Luke got it. I'm checking for a grounding before the knock-on.
Yeah, otherwise we're going for a goal line dropout as a knock-on over the line.
Correct. We're reviewing.
I just want to double check. Okay, I want to double check.
Well, this is the angle, Dallin. Has Elias got himself between...
It'll be a goal line dropout, the new law.
Wow, what a tackle.
Luke, I have a decision for you.
On top. Mike, yep, back it here.
There is no clear grounding by White. Stay with your on-field decision. No clear grounding.
On-field decision is no try, goal line dropout.
Correct.
It's no try, goal line dropout. Lost forward.
Didn't Martin Elias know immediately Dallin, that tackle there
Make sure they're all behind.
could
All
have just
behind.
saved his team.
Got to be behind you.
May just have. Let's see what unfolds.
Behind you.
Next
Time's
time.
on when you're ready.
A goal line dropout from Martin Elias that made that try-saving tackle. We're not over yet because DC now can launch another attack. Here's Mueller yet again. Almost gets rid of one. It's a good tackle that comes in as well from Marcus Young. Ball is there for
There's no
McVie.
hands there. It's fine. It's a good ruck.
Rafter making sure it's clean possession. Nelligan goes the back to Robertson. Now flying into this one yet again, the forward pack. Long way to go here for Old Glory. Hughes moves it down the chain. Oh, she's on the field. Great to see him returning to MLR after a year in South America. Played in the urban competition, the top 40. Beautiful dummy. Robertson's in the space. Here comes DC. Jason Robertson. Jason Bourne is in. The redemption. He's back on the board. Game back on.
This is what he can do, and his team needed him to do it. The opportune moment, clutch player when it matters, including converting his own try. Jason Robertson, pure class, breathing some life back into this DC team.
29. Plays 24 with a conversion, nails it, does the try scorer.
Oh, the drama of this match. Let's have a look again. So remember, this is after a try-saving tackle denied DC the early try from the line out, straight through. The defense opens up like the Red Sea.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Wow, here we go, 4
on here.
minutes to go, 29-24. There's so many beautiful players we've seen. Players of the match, the contenders we have, well, there's so many. Who are you going to pick? Who are you going to pick?
There's a lot of contenders, especially from that early half effort, but you can't go past the captain of Miami, Kubeli. Before he went off the field, they've missed him now. Kubija, we've mentioned it everywhere. Shame got that yellow card. And Hughes, the newcomer from Wales, the vice captain in the centres for DC. He's been outstanding as well, both in defence and offence. But we can name a bunch of players, can't we, Dallin? Especially Jason Robertson, the way he's just turned it on late in this game. Martin Elias, he's been outstanding, as has Damien Hoyland early on. But they've done a good job of neutralising his attack, Miami.
Let's go, let's go.
Bonus point for both sides. Old Glory DC have scored their 4th try, but they're 5 points in this. It is a kick out on the full from Miami. It gives possession to DC. Do not turn away for the next 2.5 minutes. Here we go. Match 1 in for a cliffhanger finish.
Set! It's the first one we've seen. That's the first one I've seen. Must take the hit forward. Next one, I'll free kick you. Next one, I'll free kick. Let's go. Quick reset. Let's go.
All right, the coaches look on. Simon Cross, Jose Pellicino, the head coaches. They've seen this battle go back and forth. We're steaming in the beginning of the game. Now they're steaming back in it as well after Miami took control for the
Bines!
McVie goes to the far side. Oh, it's a beautiful pass. Wonderful work there from Hughes. Now trying to skip 3. It's Owen Sheehy. Debut in 2021. A short ball to Nangali. McVie digs in.
1 on 5.
Robertson with that beautiful try now. Hughes again rips it wide. Here they come again. Humphreys now on the outside. Colin Gross bounces one. Old Glory DC looking for the match winner. Koi Nelligan, it's added his name to the scoring box. McVie floats one over the top near the touchline. The ball has to be thrown in the field. The play by Andy dive on this. My Hill is there. The crowd roar. They know there's a minute left in the game. Can Miami exit their lines? It's a box kick towards the touchline. And we are not done.
Not by a long shot, Dallin. Fantastic effort from Miami, obviously then. Remember, they are playing with 2 men down. So you can see the desperation of the men that are on the field. Scrambling defense,
right, let's go.
Putting tackles in. They also have to be careful not to give penalties away at the breakdown. You can see they want to try and get the ball back. But if they hand more penalties to DC, that could be the end of them. What a finish.
Here we go. Final moments of the game.
That was huge.
It's been pinched to the deck. Miami need to keep it so they can kick it out. Miami Sharks at home in round 1. Looking to go full time on the clock as it ticks away. It is red now. They're told to use it. They hit another ruck. Looking for the final indication from a referee so they can kick it out.
It's correct, mate. It's correct.
Oh, it's been shot down by DC. The ball's alive. Old Glory. Mueller goes in field. To the right. Hughes yet again. It's a final roll of the dice for Old Glory DC. I'm not sure how they even got it back, but it's there with John Powers. Ethan McVie wants possession. Jace Robertson with a cross kick. It's a risky kick. They could keep it in hand, but Mueller's chasing. How does it set up? Oh! Sets up for Mueller. He's there for the try. I cannot believe it. We will check.
I'm going to come up to you, please, mate. The on-field decision is try right now. I want to check that he's onside. If he's onside, we have a good try.
I've not seen...
Look, I'm checking for onsides leading up to the try.
I think you know what I'm going to say. I've not seen anything like that. Let's have another look. I mean, the confidence to do this. Again, only Jason Robertson would have the confidence. And it wasn't the kick he was looking for, but it was certainly the bounce that Mueller was looking for.
We're still looking at angles. We're looking for one more angle on this. I just need a wider view of the kick going into the try.
Offside, double checking?
Double checking, yeah. It's a big moment, so I'm going to check.
It's a huge moment. It's an unbelievable moment. Is Mueller ahead of the kick?
Luke, I have a decision for you.
Yes, Mike, copy me.
I have no reason to overrule the try. Stick with your on-field decision.
Perfect, thank you.
It's a feeding frenzy in the shark tank. It's 29-all. Conversion to come. Jason Robertson to the boot. A hat-trick for Axel Mueller. And the dying moments of the game. Miami just needed to kick it out. And it got charged down. This for the win. Match 1 in the 2025 season has delivered a ridiculous game. An unbelievable finish. Jason Robertson with the conversion, and he's nailed it. Old Glory DC upset Miami in the shark tank. It's a thriller of note, and Major League Rugby delivers yet again.
The jubilation, you see it on their faces, Robertson. And here's the crazy thing, this is not the first time he's had to do that. Which is why
I didn't even see.
Ice in his veins, puts it straight through the uprights. He stepped up when his team needed him to do it, scoring the try that got them to this position. The crossfield kick to score the winning try